Welcome back to the Morning Blend. Money is the #1 issue that married couples fight about, and many surveys rank it as the second leading cause of divorce. So today, a financial expert with advice to prevent money from ruining your relationship. Steve Siebold is a certified financial educator. He is also the author of this book. It's called How Money Works. Welcome back, Steve.
Thanks, Molly.
So married people fight about money a lot, huh?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It's the #1 topic that married couples, according to the surveys, fight about. And it doesn't even have to be large amounts.
Interesting. Okay, so here are some of your tips to prevent it from ruining a relationship, starting with, and this seems pretty simple, talk it out.
Definitely communicate. I mean, communication, of course, is the heart of all relationship success. And so communicate about money, communicate your beliefs about money and your goals, and talk it out and make sure that you're on the same page.
And probably talk it out early, right? Like even before you get married, or maybe long before you get married.
Early and often, Molly, definitely. Very, very important. We grow up with all these different beliefs and philosophies about money, and you have to make sure that you're on the same page and you match some of these beliefs, or you at least negotiate them.
One of your next tip is pick your battles. This is something that I've learned as a parent, especially having teenagers. How does it relate to couples and money?
Well, I think if it's something small, let's say, one of the people in the couple are, they're drinking too much wine and they're on Amazon and boxes start arriving by the droves the next day. Well, if it's a small amount of money, you may want to just let it go, right? We all have these moments where we spend too much money. But if it's something large, if it's a large amount that's going to negatively impact your financial future, you may want to have that discussion. It may be worth having a big discussion about.
I like your third point, and you say dedicate some money just for fun. Why?
Well, so you can have experiences together. So it's not just about material things. It's about doing things together. And it's hard to fight about money you spend together. So, I mean, it's actually a pretty sneaky strategy to avoid conflict in a relationship. So, but it's something you can do together as well and enjoy the money that you earn.
Would you agree that shared experiences and fun, that it's important, but a lot of people don't budget for it?
Yeah, I think we think of it as extra, like it's an extra thing. And so maybe instead of buying all these material things that all of us buy too much of, we try to invest in experiences that we can remember. I mean, memories are really one of the key things in any relationship, looking back on memories. And when you experience things together, the memories are much richer.
Your next tip, never make it me versus you. Explain.
Well, the idea that this is my money and this is your money, even if you have separate accounts, you're still a couple, you're still a team, and just not making it so, well, you've spent my money on this and my money on that. Make it our money and work together as a couple. And I think your relationship will be far more harmonious.
Do you think separate accounts are okay?
I think it's okay. Absolutely. Every couple's obviously different, but I think that maybe separate accounts, but you still hold each other accountable for the money that's spent, at least most of it. And again, if you have a lot of extra money, well, you can do a lot of extra things. But if you don't, and most people don't, then you have to watch it pretty closely.
Your next and final tip to me falls into a category of easier said than done, because what you suggest is to take the emotion out of it, which is really hard for some people as it relates to money.
You're so right. It's so easy to say and so hard to do, but emotion and money never mix. They don't mix in any context whatsoever when it comes to money, but especially with relationships. I mean, the more emotional we become, and especially in an argument, the less logical we become. We become dumber effectively with emotion. It's like drinking too much or being on some kind of drug or something. We need to stick with logic when it comes to money. So we're talking about things. So we keep the temperature down. We keep things moving forward in linear fashion, and we get along with our significant other, which is the most important part of all of it.
Steve, I always think you have great advice. Thank you so much for joining us on this topic.
Thanks, Molly.
Really good 5 tips to help prevent your relationship from crumbling because of money. And you can rewatch this segment or send it to someone that you know by going to themorningblend.com.